Hello, you've reached the arcade where the man who answers the phone talks like this. How can I help you?
Hey, I was wondering, like, are y'all still open or what?
Unfortunately, due to the rising costs of commercial properties in terms of price per square foot, with arcades being a large footprint and families generally having less disposable income than the 80s through early 2000s, I've had to close the establishment.
Alright, word. Well, I'm gonna go play some Steam games then.
What's up, y'all? And that's exactly what we're gonna do today. We're gonna turn Steam into the arcade experience, because I was thinking about how I really miss the arcades in my youth. Like, actually a whole lot. It's been a really long time since I've been to an arcade, and we don't have one locally anymore. We haven't had one for a number of years. But first, hop in the time machine with me as we have to go back to my childhood, a wondrous year known as 1999. Oh wow, the arcade. It's just like I remember it. It's loud and my ears hurt and it's musty and it smells like puke and cigarette smoke.
Oh, it's been a long day of smoking in the arcade. I gotta go to Zeller's and smoke in the cafeteria at the department store for a little bit. I've got my fancy flamboyant windbreaker on for just the occasion. Get out of my way.
Wow, it really is just like I remember it. I love the arcade. All right, our first stop, our first arcade cabinet is Itty Bitty Toilet Kitty. Itty Bitty Toilet Kitty. I want to finish it with a different type of committee that it used to be the meme, you know, Itty Bitty Blank Committee. And I want to finish it off that way, but hello, my little fluff ball. How are we this morning? Meow. Oh, Fluffy, it's okay. Don't worry. Oh, she's taking a deuce, bro. We gotta protect her. Are you protecting me from the toilet monsters again? Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Oh, my knight in fluffy armor. There's no monsters in here. We're in the bathroom. It's the safest place in the... I'm in the way. A mouse. Look. Oh, no. He's here. He's looking evil. No, get away. Get away from my... Stop that. All right. You good, bro? She's taking a safe dump now. We protected the world. Once again, I've never had a cat that wants to sit with me while I go to the bathroom and do my business that way. But my old cat who passed away a couple years ago, when I took showers, he would like come and sit and watch me. Because I think he was worried that maybe in the shower I was like, because to him showers were evil and scary, so I think he was worried that maybe I was like scared when I was in there, so he'd just stand on the shower like ledge and creepily watch me between the shower curtain. No, quit, leave Claire alone. These Greebles mean business, bro. The Greebles don't mess around. Claire, I'm sorry, you're gonna have to tank while you're on the John, bro. I would never. I like how she just reading too, like she doesn't even understand the dire situation she's actually in. If it wasn't for cats, she would never be able to use the toilet peacefully again. Oh, a little Greeble. He reminds me of the Number Munchers guy. Clive, my good lad, great to see you're still alive. I trust you have another glorious victory to report. Clive? I'm sorry, sir, but we failed. Failed? They're men, they're all dead. You have to finish the job. It's what the sewage god wants. But the cat? Clive, you know how this works. We Greebles must eat who the sewage god chooses. I mean, if the sewage god chose her, then I guess there's not much that can be done about it. You just have to live with those sorts of things sometimes. They're trying to eat her again, but she has 25 health now, and I've really been upgrading. They should give you extra cat skills when you're out here trying to protect your human. Cause, you know, all I have is my front claws and a dream. Quit that! Bro, I think this is it. I think this is the level where we lose Claire. These Greebles are just too hungry, dog. They're just too hungry. And if it's not the level where we lose Claire, we're calling it shortly after this. No! Claire! She's died! Rest in peace. We successfully helped her take a couple dumps. Let's play a different game. That was great. That was a great arcade machine. Let's go to the next one. This is called Foreman Frenzy. It's kind of looking like Legally Distinct Mario Brothers from the old arcade cabinet, but that's fine. That's exactly what type of experience we're looking for right now, so I'm gonna roll with it and say that we're gonna call that a strong good enough out of 10. Go to the arcade food area, get yourself a nasty pizza, get yourself a large soda and hit the vending machine and put every single soda in there until it just tastes like a homogeneous sweet mess of flavors. On your way back, trip and rug burn yourself on the nasty bowling alley style carpet that the arcade has, and then like make your mom take you home to put Neosporin on it before it gets infected. This is Foreman Frenzy. We're back at the arcade machine. Oh, this is actually, now this is arcade action. Hey Larry, we dropped our lunch. Climb the site and fetch it for us. Okay, yeah, you got it. Watch out for mutant food. You got it, bro. Larry looking legally distinct Mario. All right, legally distinct Lario. Let's go, bro. Okay, actually, it's a lot like pretty much every arcade platformer. This is kind of a banger, though. It's been a really long time since I played an old school arcade platformer, you know? I used to go to the arcade by my house and I used to play the Mario where you climb the ladder and you jump over the barrels to get to Donkey Kong. I promise I'm not actually that old. I'm in my early 30s, but we had a really sick arcade not that far away from me for like years and years. Ow, he threw a rock at me. I thought I was fooding. I think I got everybody's food this time. There you go. Happy lunchtime, boys. I'm sorry about the mishap at first. I didn't understand what I was supposed to be doing. These are some real perfectionist jumps you got me doing here. All right, get out of my way. Okay, the hitboxes are definitely arcade style. It feels like it's trying to milk the coins out of me. Maybe the solution is to go up here and then go over them. Uh-oh. That chocolate bar means business, bro. You can't. I panicked. Game over. All right, put me back in, coach. I want to get these guys lunch. Feeling a little bit embarrassed by my performance, especially since we just ate the arcade pizza. The arcade pizza is supposed to drive you to new heights where you finish games and you do great and you're at the Mortal Kombat machine and for some reason there's a 40-year-old guy there who all he does is sit at the Mortal Kombat machine and wait for people to play against. I always hated those guys at the arcade too. We had one of those guys at our arcade. It wasn't Mortal Kombat though. I think he hung out at the Street Fighter 2 machine, and I get that he wanted to play against people, but you'd be a kid there with your I'm literally stuck, boys. Well, I'll just finish telling the story anyway. So there was always a guy at the Street Fighter 2 cabinet, and I get it. Like at this point in time, bro, he wanted to play Street Fighter 2 against people, and there wasn't available in home console at that point. I get it. But you'd show up with your friends to play Street Fighter 2, and he'd be like, "You gotta play me first." Like, I'm 6 years old. I don't want to play Street Fighter 2 against a 40-year-old man who enters in tournaments, bro. Like, get out of the arcade, man. You're not the person that this is intended for. I'm here braving the cigarette smoke and mildewy carpet to spend my allowance on a few games with my homies. And you're really gonna hog this machine and have us forced to go play skee-ball? All right, let's try that again and hopefully not get stuck in that location again. Oh, not again. You know, I'm done with this game, bro. I can't believe I let myself get stuck here twice. Unacceptable. I want a refund from my arcade immediately. Give me 3 cheap plastic rings and one of those tiny little packs of assorted sour candies pronto. The frustration levels of this game definitely match that of a real arcade, but we are going to move on now to the last game, Chrono Space 7. Okay, this kind of looks cool though. And the music, I don't know if you can hear that music. It's kind of quiet, but it sounds really cool too. Oh my god, they be firing like crazy at you actually. Holy crap. My brain is way too slow for this, boys. I am not the type of person who should be playing a game like this. I am way too slow and I'm dead. Okay, I'm picking up what you're putting down. This might be a little bit easier not keyboard and mouse though. Oh, I did it. I got the upgrade. I guess that thing is for upgrades or something, or for like super powering yourself. Okay, we're cooking now. This actually might be getting saved. This has a lot of potential as a game. Okay. I've been playing X4 and No Man's Sky a little bit recently, so you could say that I'm something of a space expert. Please stop. All right, the circle strat is definitely getting us somewhere. It's getting us a lot further than any of the other strategies were. This is the most exciting game I've played so far. This is actually one of the more exciting games I played in general on this. Let's go this way. I used to play a game that looked like this. I can't remember what it was. It was on a really weird, like super old school arcade console, like before your traditional arcade console sort of setup. And it had a very similar like line graphic design like this. It wasn't Asteroids, but it was kind of the same idea. And it was at my local arcade as well. And it was in like they had a section with like really Omega retro video games, like your grandpa probably played them more than your parents, even when you're my age type of thing. And it was in there, and it had a really interesting control scheme with like buttons, and it had like a turn dial for steering. It was weird. I did enjoy it though. It was a fun little game, and it was the cheapest one there because it only took pennies. Because like even when I was younger, the arcades weren't cheap. You traded a bunch of money for arcade tokens, and then they got used up like surprisingly fast. You know what I mean? I think we're already out of tokens, bro. We gotta go to the goods counter. We gotta exchange our tokens for some prizes. I'll meet you over there. Hey, Hey, is this the prize counter? I'm done playing games for the day. I'm ready to trade my tickets in. Oh, hey, little dude, did you get some tickets? Yeah, I got like 435. I ran through the counter. Here's my receipt. Oh, radical. All right, well, that's enough to get like a candy necklace, or you could get like 3 of these glow-in-the-dark spiders, or some stars to stick on your roof, or you could even get like 2 or 3 warhead candies, little dude. That's all I can get. Like, my family spent $35 here. We've been here for an hour and a half, man. We've been here a long time. We spent a lot of money. That's the only prizes that I can afford. Yeah, little dude, unfortunately, the good prizes, if you want to save your tickets and come back another time, if you get 300,000 tickets, you could get a giant stuffed animal frog that also came from the dollar store. I'm going home, little bro. I'm going home. I ain't coming back. 1990's a scary place. I'm out of here. Oh, that's too bad. Oh, I'm gonna go out back and I'm gonna have a special smoke break. Anyway, y'all, thank you so much for watching today. Have yourselves a great rest of your week. I will see, this was just an extra video, by the way. I will still see you on Thursday for a different, like, our casual gaming session types thing. See you then. Peace.